I went to my local Walmart and I picked up some of these inexpensive pool noodles. And what we're going to start off doing is just folding the pool noodle in half. We're going to take a sharp knife and just cut the pool noodle. And we need to fasten these together. If we don't, it'll just turn into a pool noodle again. So I'm going to place the either end together, make sure that it's nice and even. And all I'm going to do is take a piece of wire that you can find from nicksseasonaldecor.com and feed it right through both pool noodles. And we can still see through the middle, so I'm going to take another piece of wire and do the same thing a little bit lower on. Flip it over and tie those wires together. And we have the perfect fit for the rest of that first pool noodle. So we're going to do the same thing again with the second half of the pool noodle. And we have another pool noodle. We're going to line up to the first three that we've already created. Take our knife and do the same thing. Now it's time for the rind of our summer watermelons. So I grabbed a green pool noodle from Walmart as well. This one appears to be a little bit thicker, which is actually going to work in our favor. Take your knife and cut off the excess. Just like that. We are going to secure these with a piece of wire, just like we did all of the pink. Now we're going to create a bow, and you can find these ribbons in all sizes, colors, and styles at nicksseasonaldecor.com. I chose a pink and this really pretty lacy green that we're going to create a simple bow to finish up our watermelon. So we're going to just add a few loops, a few tails, and then we're going to dovetail these in the end to add that perfect professional finishing touch. There's one layer. Let's come back in with one more. And with this ribbon being wired, you can shape it however you would like and it will stay just in place. So we are going to dovetail the tails now. So instead of having these blunt edges or these raw cut edges where it's fraying, you're going to take your ribbons, fold them in half, and cut from the middle out towards the wired edge at an angle, and it just creates a more professional edge to your ribbons. We'll do that to all of our tails. We have 4 green tails and 4 pink tails since we did 2 loops of each. Now we're going to take our bow, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to just place it in between 2 of the pool noodles, twist it around, and we can begin fluffing it out. Now I have a Sharpie, and we are going to draw some seeds on. You, of course, can cut little circles out or make seeds with a Cricut machine, but we are going to just keep this very simple and just draw a bunch of little seeds right on. So we're going to just be sporadic with this. Honestly, treat this like you're creating polka dots all the way throughout. And as you can see, they do not have to be perfect. And there we have some watermelon seeds. So now let's hang this up and show you how it turned out. And here's how it turned out, you guys, and I absolutely love it. I think it's just the cutest thing. And all we used was 3 pool noodles, a little leftover ribbon, and a couple wires, and that is it. Here we have a child's hula hoop that we picked up at the dollar store. So in order to secure our flowers, we're going to have to work in a pool noodle. So pool noodles come in all shapes, colors, and sizes. I just chose a green one from the dollar store as well. And all we're going to do is cut through one side of the pool noodle. Just like that. So we're going to do that for the full length of the pool noodle. So what we're going to do is open it up and work it right inside the hula hoop. And we're going to circulate the pool noodle all the way around. So once you get all the way around, you're going to notice that we have a little spot missing. We're going to cut into a second pool noodle and do the same exact process. And what we can do to one side is we can just take some tape and we're going to secure the 2 pieces together. Doesn't have to be perfect. Now I just have some white satin ribbon. To secure it, I'm going to use a couple floral pins and I'm going to add some hot glue to the ends to really make sure it's nice and permanent. And we'll work in 2 floral pins to make sure it's secure. Now what we can do is start wrapping this. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to add a lot of greenery and flowers to cover it up. So we're going to continue this motion all the way around. So now that we're at the end, we can secure it with a couple more floral pins, but this is how the base turned out. Now it's time to enhance this. Now we have some grape leaves, and I think this is going to be the perfect way of creating a whimsical design. And all we're going to do is snip off each individual stem. I added a generous amount of hot glue, and all we're going to do is just lift up the ribbon and poke it right in. So we're going to start with a single layer, and then we can fill in as necessary. Another important thing that I want to mention is I am working in all of this greenery in the same direction. Doesn't matter if it's clockwise or counterclockwise, but all of this greenery is going this way, which happens to be clockwise. So I came back in with 2 more bushes. This is the last 2 pieces from those 2 bushes. And I'm just placing them again around the edges to bulk up this design. Up next, we have some dogwood flowers, and you can find these from nixseasonaldecor.com as well. We're going to take them, dip them in our glue skillet, pull back the greenery that we've already worked in, and have them at the surface. Now I have this hanging foliage that you can also find from our website. So it's only wired to a certain point, and then the rest just cascades. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to separate each piece. We don't need them nearly as long, and we're going to trim them about in half. So we're going to take it, add a little bit of hot glue, and do the same thing that we've been doing, just working it underneath the ribbon. And this is going to look like this for now, but once we hang it up, you're going to see that it has a really nice cascade to it. To hang this up, I'm going to use some of our wire. We carry this in both silver and gold on our website. And I'm just going to take that wire, wrap it around the pool noodle and hula hoop. So the reason we worked in a hula hoop is simply and solely to make the pool noodle more rigid. That way it doesn't flop over time. And I'm just going to tie it right into place. We're going to want to tie it in a triangular-like fashion, so try to make an equilateral triangle where these are spaced perfectly even. And our third and final one will go right here. Cut off a length of the wire. And now what we're going to do is find all 3 wires and hold them really tight. So right here is where we're going to put a little knot. So right here is where we're going to take another length of wire and create a little knot. And now our chandelier will be nice and level. So now let's hang this up and show you how it looks in my garden. And here is how it looks, you guys, hanging from my tree. Again, all I've done is just secured those 3 wires to a main branch, and I love the way this looks, especially when it's windy out and it's just kind of rotating. Feel free to spruce it up with whatever color you have in mind. I chose white and kept it green, and I think it looks really pretty having just that natural greenery all the way around.
You only need a few supplies for this project, and it comes together in no time. Start by cutting your pool noodles down into shorter pieces. I did mine about 8 inches in length, which is a bit less than the height of my flower planter. Next, grab said flower planter, you want one that's fairly big for this, and set a smaller planter upside down in the inside of your pot. Take 1 bunch of fall flowers, tuck the stems into the center hole of your pool noodle, and stick the noodles down into the edge of the planter. Keep going all the way around the perimeter of the flower pot until you have the whole perimeter lined with pretty fall colors. It's a really simple way to decorate for any season or occasion without spending much at all. Grab another flower pot and set it in the inside of your pot, resting on top of that smaller pot that you put in upside down earlier. Fill your pot up with water and pop one of these cool solar fountains in it, and you've got the prettiest fall planter fountain for your porch or patio. This fountain comes with a few different nozzles, so you can make different spray patterns too, which is really fun. And here's the best part about this project: because these flowers are held inside the pool noodles, you can easily pull those out and swap them with different flowers whenever you want. Pull out your fall flowers and tuck in evergreen stems for winter, or just swap things out for something different, and you've got a year-round piece that's so simple to refresh.
We're going to grab 1 noodle and our first color of yarn. And we're going to start by just putting a little hot glue on the inside, securing the yarn right on the inside there, and then just wrapping the yarn around the noodle. You can use a little bit of hot glue along the way to tack it in place. So we end this the same way we started, with just a little bit of hot glue right here. For this next step, I've got 2 stacks of big, heavy books. You could use bricks or rocks for this part, but this is going to help us shape this pool noodle into a rainbow. Then we're going to take the next noodle, which isn't wrapped in yarn yet, and place it inside this first one. This noodle doesn't need to be as long. So I'm just going to grab a Sharpie, they're flush on this end, and I'm just going to draw a line where I need to cut off the next color. And then I can measure out the next color right away. It's helpful to do this before wrapping it in yarn. It's going to be a lot easier. So now that I have everything marked, I can take a scissors or a craft knife and just cut off these ends, and then go ahead and wrap the yellow, green, and blue in yarn. Now that everything is covered in yarn, it's time to start turning these pool noodles into a rainbow. So this time we're going to start with the 2 innermost pieces. This is our smallest piece here, and we need to curve it into a rainbow shape. And you can use those heavy books again to hold it in place. Then we're going to take the end of the zip tie, and this is pretty easy to poke through this foam here. So we're just going to go from the inside and poke it through like this. So we're going to join these 2 ends together and these 2 ends together. So I've got this one all in place. Now I'm gonna add the other noodles. So I'm just gonna push my books away a little bit and add the green, and then the yellow, and finally the pink. We're going to use these bamboo skewers to hold everything together. And I'm just gonna slide the skewer pointy side in all the way through. So it goes through both the foam and the yarn. And we just don't want it to come out the end. We want it to go through the purple, but not come out the end. And you can leave the stick hanging off here. We'll take care of these in a little bit. Now I'm just gonna work my way around. Okay, we've got them all the way around. Just one last one right up here. So we've got everything on. Now the zip ties here, I'm just gonna pull them a little bit tighter to bring this bottom in a bit closer. And then I'm gonna add one more on the very bottom of each one of these. All right, so when we flip it over, you don't really see any of those skewers on here. If we do, like this one sticks up a little bit here, I can pull this out and angle it in a little bit differently so that we don't see it as much. So tweak that as you need to. And then we're gonna take a clippers or a wire cutter and just snip these off. All right, our arches for our rainbow are done, and now we need to cover up this bottom part here. So we are gonna create some clouds. I've got a couple pieces of cardboard here. And we're just gonna sketch out some cloud shapes. And then we can cut this out using a craft knife. So we've got two clouds cut out here, and I'm going to paint them with a metallic white paint. If you want to make this even easier, you can cut these out of white foam board and then you wouldn't need to paint them. The metallic paint though is going to add a nice shine and a nice piece of interest to the bottom of our rainbow. So our clouds are all dry, and all we're going to do to attach these is just set them right on top, kind of position them where we want them here. And we're just going to hot glue right under here to the yarn and the noodles underneath. And when this is hanging on a wall, you are not gonna see any of this. So if I flip this over, the best way to hang it is just gonna be to loop a piece of yarn through one of these skewers here, and we can go hang this up on the wall. This yarn rainbow makes a beautiful statement in my craft room. I love the color that it adds. I hope you're inspired to go grab some pool noodles and some yarn and create your own rainbow for your home.